Hi everyone. In this video, I'll be demonstrating a sample of a project monitoring system which we created to assist companies manage orders or incidents or projects from the client from start to finish. So let's get started. When you come into the system for the first time, which means when you log into the system the first time, you're gonna be exposed to the login screen. You can enter your email address and your password to log in. If you're not a member, you might want to click on the I want to register button, which you complete the registration form and click on register. Okay, once you do that, then your profile will be included as a member within the system. If you happen to forget your password, you can click on the I forget my password button, enter your email address here, click on send me, and your password will be reset and sent to you by email. So I do have an account. So what I'm going to do is just to enter my email address right there and enter my password. So to do that, I click on login. So when you log in into your system for the first time, what actually happens is it takes you into your profile. So here's my login profile. As you can see here, I have my profile picture here, I have my name, and I have my other credentials right here. Right here at the top bar, you have tabs like my service accounts. So service accounts is simply if you're a client, then you're going to have different client accounts as a medium of doing any transaction or business within the organization. You have settings. The setting tab will help you to edit your account information. For instance, your username, your first name or last name, date of birth, gender, and so on and so forth. So you can have all that information updated right here by simply clicking on the settings buttons. You can as well as change your profile picture by clicking on the choose file and selecting whatever image you want to use as your profile picture. Another thing you can do is you come in here and click on the change password button, and you can be able to change your password by entering the current password, and you can enter your new password and confirming that password. When you click on change password, your password will change, and so those will be the criteria that you use to log in the next time you log into the PMS. Okay, now let's go into the menu. Right here in the menu, I have a dashboard. I have members, I have clients, employees, inventory, tools, projects, and accounts. Now the items that show up on the menu will depend on the user's login group or role, should I say. So everything that shows up here, if you were say an admin user, you have access to all the items that are in here. But if you have some other role, you might not be able to have access to some of the buttons here. They either disappear or be on enabled. So you can just click and have access to that. So users are actually classified in different user groups. Okay, so if we go through our menu, so your menu displays the items in your menu displays depending on the user role. Okay, so we have here the top menu or dashboard. So if I click on the drop down, I can see that the current user has an admin account and a service provider account. So an admin account is like the overseer, so they have access to everything within the system. Service provider would be a project leader or somebody directly engaged with executing a number of projects. And so when they click on the service provider, it's going to take them to a platform where projects that are assigned to them will be listed, and they can be able to click into the details and update the details of the project as need be. Next, we have members. Now, the members, when you click on the members menu, it gives you a list of all members that have been registered to the system, as we saw previously in the registration form. So once a member registers, they will be listed on the members list here. And so I can go to a particular member, say for instance this one, already paid. I click in there and view the details of the member, and I can decide to create a client account for this member. So if I click in there to say create client account, I can enter the account name. So I can say book sales. Location, I can say Johannesburg. I can make a note here, depending on the information as related to that particular account. So you see here, that particular user, go back into the details. That particular user has a new client account. So particular transactions and particular projects can be done under this account. I can come in here and create create staff account. Now, staff account, as I said before, if you see right here, we have different user roles. Okay, so if I should go into the current user, which is Tom, I come in here. This is Tom's account. I can click in here to view. See that Tom has one client account, and I can add a staff account for Tom. So if I come in here, I can say I want to add finance, so which means Tom will be able to manage or see and edit financial information within the system. And then I can just put in the account name as Tom Fin. Location, I can say Johannesburg offices. And once I do that, if I have any other details that I want to put in, I can put in here. Otherwise, I just click on save. So what happens is Tom now has a finance account. So if I click on the drop down, you notice how finance has been added to the list of our list under the dashboard. So which means the dashboard will be created for Tom to manage his financial transactions within the system. Just like he also can manage services that have been assigned to him directly for him to resolve. And he's also having an admin account, which means Tom is also can oversee activities from other system users. Okay. So the main component that we have within the system is managing projects. So if you come down here on the menu list, you see that we have projects in here. If I click down, drop down, you can see the project list, and we have add projects. So which means if you're adding a new project, you might want to come here. But if you want to see existing projects, you can click on the project list. So I click on the project list. This is the project list page. Right here you can see projects that have been created already, and they've been currently tracked. So you have here the project numbers, project name, SLA, and due date of the projects and project status. If I click in here, like to see the last project here, which is project 1, if I click in here to see the details, it takes me into the project details page. And project details page, I can be able to see the details of the projects and transactions that are currently going or currently attached to that particular project. And by transactions, I mean we're talking about project's budget, project invoice, project executions, project revenue, spendings, and we have attached files. On the left side of the screen, we can navigate through the tab bar right here. First one, projects, where we can see the project leader and his usernames. And on the other side, we can see details of the project, like the client or the owner of the project. And we have for location of the project, start date, end date, duration of the project, and the last date the project was updated. Okay, now we have project analytics. And the project analytics, we have, for instance, start and end day of the project. And we have the project budget, spending, and revenue. So all this is displayed in a bar chart fashion, and so it can give you a sense on how well or how bad the project is doing. If I navigate through the bars up here, I do have my review. So review simply means commenting or giving remarks as per the progress of the project. Okay, so I can come in here and say good work, guys, keep it up. So once I do that, I click on post, you see that comment is updated immediately, and any person or any other person that has access to view the details of this project can be able to read these reviews and can be able to have a storyline on the progress of the project by simply going through the reviews. And we have here a project team. Now these are staff members that have been assigned to execute or work on the project. So their names and their roles will be listed right here as well. And so admins and other users can be able to know who is who within the project and can be able to communicate to that particular individual as per their role within the project. Photos is a way of keeping the team or stakeholders abreast with the latest feedback from the project site. So if you are, say, building a house, at every level, what you want to do is to take pictures on the progress of the work, and you can upload those pictures within this page, and every user or stakeholder that logs into the project panel can be able to appreciate the progress of the project. Thank you. So on the other side, as we said before, we have our financial and time management and project management tools that we can have. So starting here with a budget. So you find here that budget of the project is listed in categories. So we have here painting, we have here finishing, we have your roof, we have your walls, and we have your foundation. Okay, so you can click on the add new category page just to add a new category. So I can say this category could be the launching. So say description is project and over. So if I do that and click on save, and that's gonna take me onto the project on the category page. On the category page, I'm clicking here to add items with category. So I could say item 2100. Task is say food, or let me say hand over ceremony. Hello. Category, budget amount, actual budget, You can save that. You see that item has been added onto the category list, so you can add multiple items onto the list. So this is our budget category launching. So if I go back, you realize that among the categories we have launching with a total of that. And because of the new entry, we now have an adjusted bar chart right here. The budget has gone up, and the bars have readjusted themselves, reflecting the current situation. Another thing I'm going to do right here is open an existing invoice in the list, and I can see here this invoice has an outstanding amount of 9,437. I can come in here and now process payment. Before I do that, I just want you to see, let's go back here. Look at revenue here. Revenue stands at 28% at the moment. So if I go and process payment for a selected invoice, so let's say enter the amount of 2,000. Click and save. Complete that. Come back on my home page. You realize that revenue has increased to 34%. It shows that everything that happens within the transaction will on real time reflect on the chart here. So other components we have, you can add a new invoice, as per we selected project. Requisition can come in from our service provider, listing the things that we're going to need to execute the particular project. Revenue is the money that is paid into the project. So you see our latest payment from the invoice we selected, part payment here of 2,000 is reflected here nicely. In spendings, so if we'd like to we do a purchase, the transport unit is 200, so you gotta have a total at VAT is 14, and I click that the process is completed. So you realize that spending has also risen based on the new entry to 24%. And lastly, in managing your project, you can add project files. So if I have any document related to this project, I can click on the add file button. So I click on add file, I can put the file name. So I can just say finishing document. Category, I can say legal, and I'll update my system to have that information. So I can pick up a file like this to say that's the document and save that information. Once that happens, let's refresh my page here. You realize that when I come to attach documents, I do have finishing, sorry, I had that spelled wrong, finishing doc. If I click there, you see that it gives you the file that you have selected. So that's cool. So that's basically how you track the project. So from the entry point, you have here the project list, so you can be able to click on the drop down and view details of every project, and any project of interest you then will click on the preview button to narrow down into the project. Okay, other components we have, we have your day-to-day accounting tools, like capturing processing purchase orders from vendors and suppliers, registering spending expenditure, and seeing all incomes, and have a list of all your suppliers to be able to have a database and what they do offer, so it makes it quick for you to place an order when need be. Okay, so this is part one of this video, and I'll just pause it right here, and you can stay tuned on our channel and our website to see more videos on this. Thank you.